Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light only, with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings. Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to any new subscribers. Okay, welcome back to my beautiful subscribers who are already here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Just to say again, okay, my mic, neither one of my mics work, okay? The ones that I already had or the ones that I got, so I'm just having to use my headphones for now. So you might just hear everything because my fucking headphones pick up everything. Okay? So this is a Venus reading, okay? Be quiet. Go to your room. So this came off and this, okay? Destiny and confidence, okay? So now's the time to have much confidence in you and what you're doing in your journey, okay? So I feel like I'm a great example of there will be setbacks sometimes, okay? Everything is not always going to work out how you think it's going to work out, but you just can't let these types of things stop you, okay? Like you have something very big that you're meant to be doing, or maybe something very big that you could be focused on doing now, and it's just very important that you keep your eyes on the prize, you know, like and really it's giving me more like you keeping your eyes on God, on the divine, for the directions, for the instructions, for the steps that you need to take, you know. Keep making this forward movement, knowing that like your ancestors and guides are watching over you, you know, because there's a chariot inside of this fire. Like they're moving on, moving forward, and these people back here are like watching them, watching their movement, watching where they're going, okay? So I feel like you definitely got a lot of guidance when it comes to you and whatever you're creating, and to help you have like a higher perspective when things do go wrong or they are messed up, you know, because you could easily just pout and be like, oh, forget this, I'm just not gonna do it, you know, like it's not working out how I want it to work out, instead of just keeping that cool head and finding a way to work around whatever goes wrong. So I think that's something that Venus really wants you to do, like a certain way that she wants you to love yourself, okay? In a way that you give yourself like so much leeway, like in a way, I think I said before, like to stand up for yourself and the things that you want to do and the situations that you're stepping into, the way that you would stand up for like somebody else, for like a friend or somebody that you love, you know, like you could be having a conversation with somebody where they're really pissed off at the other person, and you're the one who's like, no, you know, maybe they're just going through this, or maybe this just happened, or you know, maybe they wasn't thinking about this solution, or maybe, you know, there's a million things you could think of when it comes to other people and what would make their situation better. But I think when it comes to ourselves, we don't really think about ourselves like that, and we're quick to jump on our own heads and get very like nitpicky and judgy with ourselves, instead of giving ourselves that same leeway that we would give someone else, okay? So I think that that's like really a big thing here for you, okay? You could be a Taurus because I seen Taurus, okay? We got patience right here, okay? That's what pops out for you. And then we got bond right here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like when it does come to your connection with yourself, you know, because the Pisces is just two sides of the same self, you know? You could also be a Pisces, but I think when it comes to you and your energy, like you're currently like still learning to like bond with yourself, or still learning to accept like everything about you, okay? So it's really important that you have a lot of patience with you and also with other people, okay? And also this one says quit dimming your light for people with shitty ass mindsets, you know? So like just have a lot of patience, okay? Because I feel like it's really called for, like it's really needed for you at this time, especially while you're like coming into wholeness or bonding building a deeper bond with yourself, like, is so important to your destiny. Look what I part the deck on, you know, and to your feelings of freedom and to your motivation, you know, because it's like, if you're not having patience, then you're getting easily upset, or you're getting easily irritated with, like I was talking about before, any and every little thing that goes wrong, and you're not really giving yourself the leeway. It's like you're dimming your light over just recognizing that somebody else has a shitty ass mindset, and that's really not your problem, and keeping your motivation up and being like, I'm free. I don't have to subscribe to being stuck in that lower vibration or in that type of energy, okay? And so this is what she's saying that you need to do. You need to do more of that, more of stepping out, stepping back from the situation, and not letting that mindset that seems shitty creep into you, you know, because it's like, what is the point of joining in that energy if you already see it and you already recognize it as something shitty or as something that doesn't align with you? Okay, what else? So we got grab your own butt, love yourself, okay? So this is pretty much confirmation of what I was saying, okay? It says, whatever type of butt you have, you're a complete psychopath if you can't see that butts of all kind are super fucking awesome. Look around at all the butts of the world. Big butts, teeny tiny butts, jiggly butts, orangutan butts, elephant butts. Grab your butt right now. Aren't you lucky to be the kind of animal that gets to have a butt? Answer, yes, you are very lucky. Very, very lucky, you know? So I think, like, looking at yourself, even though you have those situations or those things that you have to kind of like work around on your journey, you know, to this like big, beautiful destiny, you know, like, you still gotta be your biggest support system. You gotta love yourself and everything about you no matter what, okay? And like I said, this is something that you're really working on at this time, on like this higher level of self-acceptance, okay? It says being weird as fuck is better than being boring as hell, you know? I feel like maybe in the past you used to judge yourself a lot and feel like you were weird, or feel like you didn't belong, or feel like, you know, I just don't understand, you know, like everybody else. Like, isn't there anyone in the world like me, you know? That's kind of what I'm getting. But it's like, no, baby, there is no one in the world that is like you, and that's what makes you so amazing. But your patience that you have with yourself, and kind of like getting used to thinking of yourself in this way, it takes some building up, it takes some working up over time, you know? Because at first, you know, just think back, like, it used to be so easy for people to like ruffle your feathers, or to make you upset, or to make you feel self-conscious about the butt that God gave you, you know? But it's like, heck no, like, you're great just exactly how you are. It says, so this one says, go to the grocery store and buy one grape, just one. Put it on the conveyor belt, let the checker weigh it and ring you up. Ask for a receipt. Do not, under any circumstances, explain yourself to anyone. Take that grape and thank it for teaching you how to do shit that others don't understand, for whatever good reason you have, you know? And I love that, you know, that's such a good idea. But I mean, I guess in a nutshell, it's just like, don't worry so much about what other people think you're doing or how it looks to them, okay? You don't have to explain yourself to anyone, okay? Do what you do, how you do it. And either people are going to be okay with the way that you do things, or they're just going to be mad, okay? They need to learn how to grab their own butt. It's like, people who are looking for you to please them are looking for people that are people pleasers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know exactly what they doing, or what kind of energy they're coming with, you know? But this says you can learn a lot of good lessons from a few fucked up people. It says there are people who dislike you because you don't dislike yourself. And that's really deep to think about, okay? So drink that water and mind your own business at this time, okay? Because there are people who like it when you don't like yourself, okay? When you start liking yourself and showing yourself that real love, then people will be like, Like, you acting different. You know what I mean? So you just got to give yourself that patience, that leeway, that love, and don't have to worry so much about feeling accepted by other people, okay? We got mischief, we got observation, we got bonds, we got dominance, and we got waterproof, okay? Which is very perfect, okay? Because it's like you could have or have had in the past a lot of mischievous people around you who spend a lot of time like observing you while you're doing this bond with yourself, and it's like they're noticing like the more comfortable you get with what you're doing or who you are, the harder it is for them to establish this dominance over you. It's like all of a sudden you're waterproof and you don't have time for the bullshit and you don't want nothing to do with the drama or none of that, and it's just like it's so upsetting to them. But I think, I don't know, they need a little bit more patience with themselves too. Yeah, we got territory. I feel like, I don't know, maybe somebody feels real. He is just naturally very territorial or whatever. I don't know. They're trying to like cross your boundaries or something of this nature to cause some sort of displacement. They could be like mimicking you in some sort of way, okay? But they can't mimic this growth, okay? So keep that higher perspective and be in that place of patience and that place of happiness and play where you're just anticipating everything that you want, and make sure you avoid any and all battles at this time, okay? Because all that does is suck away from your ability to attract this abundance. When it comes to people in the community, it's all just a distraction, okay? So you just gotta like, you gotta let it roll off your back, okay? I know it ain't always easy, but at the end of the day, this is the wrath that people are experiencing and don't even know it. So you just stay balanced, okay? We got warning, okay? They got warnings about all of this selfish shit with self-interest, okay? We got gifts and we got luck, okay? So it's beautiful things coming in for you, but it's because you work hard and you put things away for later. You don't just like, squander any and everything that you get immediately and then just be sitting around having nothing. We are always building something or putting something away for later. And we got the 5 of Wands at the bottom of this deck, which is just that energy of conflict, like this mischievous, observative person constantly monitoring you to see where they can put in some sort of friction or some sort of problem there, But I think you're really good when it comes to standing your ground, and you've made this very quick movement forward that, like, can't be denied, okay? What's bond and dominance? We got the 9 of Wands, okay, or the 9 of Cups. It's like, shit, it's like somebody's whole wish fulfillment is that, like, they could get some sort of trauma bond with you again so they can have this dominance they used to have over you, okay? But it's like you're focused on your wish fulfillment, like on fulfilling yourself in the ways that you've already grown enough to recognize aren't for you or aren't the best thing that you need in your life, okay? What's dominance and waterproof? We got the Queen of Wands. So leading the situation just by being very compassionate and loving. But also it's like you could be very beautiful. We got the High Priestess, or you could be very handsome, okay? You stick out like a sore thumb, okay? We got the 6 of Swords. So it's like you might be feeling like you're just keeping to yourself, or like you ain't really talking to nobody or really reporting to nobody what you're doing. But it's very obvious. Like everybody knows. Like you could know some people who like gossip a lot or talk about you a lot. And it's like even then, like people think they know. They don't really know what's up with you. Okay, but some people that's very eager to send you messages based off of just what they heard alone. Okay, we got the Ace of Stars or the Ace of Pentacles. Like, I don't know. That I heard like some gossip, okay? I heard they was rich, or like I heard everything is going good for them. But then it's like, oh, I heard they just stupid and they got their head in the clouds. You know what I mean? I heard that they think they rich, but they just ain't got shit. I heard that they think they are earth angel and really they doing something wrong that God don't agree with, okay? With temperance and the judgment, look, they heard that you wasn't all there, okay? Look, the Ace of Swords, okay? That's the gossip out here. What's waterproof with territory? We got the new moon in reverse, okay? But I feel like that's giving me an energy of like it's all old news, you know. Even the fake news is old news. Like nobody really cares, and they're starting to like see why all the rumors and shit like that. And it's like the people who are spreading the rumors about you with your beautiful fertile energy, okay? That's getting this bag. You are not easily tired. You know what I mean? Like, and you receive all these messages from the divine. That's what I showed you, the high priestess, you know. Like, you are excellent when it comes to standing your ground. And it's like, you could be going through a lot of psychic attacks with this Five of Swords. That's what it's giving me. A lot of people could be, like, psychic attacking you for certain things that they just, like, can't let go of or can't forget, okay? We got lovers. It could be ex-lovers, okay? We got the Seven of Swords. You could have had a very sneaky, like, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you used to be with, or a Pisces, okay? Or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They sneaky as hell, okay? Like, they love you and they fucking hate you. And they work with somebody else to attack you often. Even if they just sitting around talking shit about you. They be recklessly sending you psychic attacks, okay? What's the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands? And I'm just hearing like this is why your self-love is so important right now. Because this is the stuff, this is the type of stuff that's going on, you know, and I don't get the feeling like this is like strangers. This is like people that you know, okay? The Queen of Wands, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And also the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands is that same energy. There's just fire energy and water energy out here. We got the coral reef sequin, which talks about environmental awareness, okay? So please, and then it's going under observation, okay? So please be very aware of your environment at this time. Don't be worried about it. Be aware, because it ain't nothing nobody could really do. Okay, what else? We got ingenuity, okay? Like, focus on the things that you're creating, on your ability to reach out and reach around and touch all of these different opportunities at the same time, but it's going to require patience, okay? Like, that's the most important part about this, because even when it comes to people on the outside of you, you gotta have a high level of patience to deal with the fuckery, okay? What is this? It say whips and chains, okay? That's outrageous. What else? Maybe somebody could be into that, into like some sort of like kinky stuff, you know? Maybe somebody could be like some sort of dominatrix, okay? That's interesting. I don't think I ever picked that up before. Or somebody could be, I don't know. We got the fear of making the wrong choices, okay? So it's like that would be your biggest enemy at this time, okay? The fear of making the wrong choice, or the fear of making some sort of mistake, or the fear of people not accepting you and the way that you do you when you step into these situations. I feel like the whole point of telling you about all of this shit that's going on in the background is just to say, like, you got all these haters, like, they don't need help, okay? They do real good when it comes to trying to cause mischief or conflict in your life, okay? So you just focus on grabbing your own butt and loving yourself the way you need to be loved. This feeds the energy within you that holds all of your innate infinite wisdom, the divine feminine energy within you. The more you feed yourself that love, the stronger you make that divine feminine energy grow inside of you, okay? We got the Sea Serpent Queen with honor animal souls, okay? So also you could get like a lot of animal types of messages, or you could really love animals, okay? But the octopus and the whale could be significant for you. I would definitely recommend that you look up those totem animals, or even the crow. or a cat, okay? We got celebrate romance at the bottom of the deck, okay? So it's like you're in this time of celebration where you're celebrating yourself, you're celebrating your journey, you're celebrating your advancement, you're celebrating everything about you that all of these other people wish to change about you. So think about it more like that and know that like when the conflict comes up, it's just funny. I keep telling her that shit is so funny because you're totally unaffected by it. It's like such a waste of time. It's like somebody saying like, "Oh, I want to fight you," but then they don't know how to fight, and every time they try to hit you, they just miss, and everybody ends up just laughing at them. It's just like that, okay? We got the Seven of Forces or the Seven of Cups, okay? Which it says balance, okay? So maybe there is, not maybe, okay? There is definitely some justice coming to this situation, to the mischievous people on the outside of you, but you're gonna have to be very patient with the divine as they dismantle all these illusions, not only on a large scale, but on a very small scale in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like they're dismantling illusions for the whole world and just in our personal lives. So it's just a lot going on. There's a lot of energy being moved around, being shifted. And that's why your patience and the love of yourself is so important. That's why it's the first thing that we teach you to do, is what she's saying. You know, it's the first thing, it's the most important thing, that you align yourself, you align your head and your heart, and you start to love yourself so that you can love yourself through any and everything that might get thrown at you after that point, okay? What's octopus spirit and well keeper? We got Four of Keys, okay? This clears the way. All of this very beautiful love that you've been pouring into yourself. And when you get into that place of doubt, or you get kind of frozen where you are because you're afraid that you might make the wrong choice for yourself, it's like kind of doubting the divine or doubting your guides. It's kind of like telling these people who wish to have dominance over you that they have the power to have dominance over you, because there are fears standing in your way of keeping you from going forward, you know? So she's just saying to like be very careful about that, about how you think about yourself, okay? And you might be feeling like a lot of pressure, and it's because there are quite a few people with their eyes on you, okay? It's like all these cards feel like they're looking at me, you know, each and every single one of these. And so it's like that's definitely something that's happening, but it's not for the reasons that it used to be. They used to be, you know, picking at you and messing with you because they still thought they could have this dominance over you. They still thought that they would be able to cause mischief and conflict and stop you in dead in your tracks. Now they're just watching because they impressed with how you keep, like I said, dodging every hit, flipping through every little thing that they try to throw at you. And it's like you got these people that don't like you so much in amazement from with the way that you've tapped into your Akashic library, at the way that you've become this beautiful magician, okay? With the Six of Scrolls or the Six of Wands, it's very well known in the community, the growth that you have experienced, okay? It's looking beautiful, and it's got you looking very stable, but also these people are aware that you have guidance on the outside of you. You see all of these like ancestors in the background. This man here, this emperor, is the only one who is real, or not real, you know, because obviously our ancestors and things are real, but it's like he's the only one kind of in this reality, you know what I mean? And he's got all these other people or energies around that he can just ask a question to at any time and really get a full answer, you know? He's the King of Keys, a master of his air, someone who stands in his strength. And Venus is just saying you have a little bit of work to go when it does come to building up your patience and being a master of your air and thinking about things and conflicts in a certain type of way. But the more you love yourself and accept every like weird part of you, the easier it is to discern through those types of things. She's just saying like self-love is literally the answer to any of your biggest problems that you may be having at this time. And I know you hear stuff like that and it just sounds so simple, but sometimes it really does take trying different things, loving yourself in a different way, more like a reassessment of what you think self-love is, because some people are just like, hey, it's pedicure day, I did my self-love. But like, no, sometimes self-love is shadow work. Sometimes self-love is asking yourself the big questions. Sometimes self-love is apologizing to yourself. Sometimes self-love is literally giving yourself a hug, talking to yourself very nice, telling yourself everything is going to be okay. There's no one who can break up this bond that I have with you, talking to your inner child in that way, telling your inner child, I apologize, I'll never leave you again, all of this work, baby, this time we're going to make it all the way through. We're not going to go back to what we used to be doing. These illusions have really truly broken for us, and being very happy and celebratory about that, and knowing that that energy alone handles any and all enemies, not to mention what your ancestors, guides, and angels do for you when it comes to those types of things too. Oh, okay. So for this deck, where I'm going to use two of them fell on the floor, so I'm going to keep them, okay? It says, when in doubt, give people the benefit. Everyone else is trying their best, right? Except maybe this person talking on speakerphone in public. And that's what I was saying at the beginning, like sometimes people just have shitty as fuck mindsets. Sometimes they don't see anything wrong with being, hella loud or being disruptive or causing mischief. It's just like who they think that they are. So this is the things that they do. And some of them, there's all kinds of issues. People want attention and people want all kinds of different things. You just never really know. This one says, I have compassion for grumps. It's not easy to have a bad day, and it's even harder to be a permanent poo-poo head, So just don't ever join into poo-poo headedness, is all Venus is saying. Show yourself that love instead. Sometimes self-love, here she goes again, okay? Sometimes self-love looks like walking away. Sometimes self-love looks like just accepting that, that person is just a very grumpy person. And I don't necessarily like everything that they do or everything that they represent, but it's not my job to judge them. I'm just going to separate myself from that and love that person from as far away as I can. And I'm not going to be afraid to make the next decision in my life because I'm not being held, like attached in a weird way to something else that I'm not even with or don't even want no parts of, okay? So, what is the final thought on this, my love? We got She-Wolf with Unleash the Wild Within, okay? And then we got Medicine Garden at the bottom of the deck, which says be open to healing information. So be very open to any healing tips or tricks that your ancestors and guides may have for you at this time, okay? My crown chakra is itching. So maybe your crown chakra could be really getting highlighted at this time, okay? Also the wolf totem animal, you could read that, or you could read about feathers, okay? Feather symbolism. Maybe you've been seeing a certain kind of feathers or a certain color feathers, okay? Or maybe you have like some certain kind of feathers that you wear all the time, okay? There's symbolism for every color feather, and even better if you know like what actual bird the feather came from. So it says, let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. The she-wolf is a powerful shamanic soul who is half wolf and half woman. She is the alpha female who is not afraid to stand out from the crowd, or in this case, the pack. She is wild, unfiltered, and unfettered. She encourages you not to be trapped by the limiting factors of weaker members of the pack or those who are trying to hunt you down because you have gifts they don't like or understand. That's wild, okay? It says she represents the energy of the wilderness and the unknown and encourages you to be free and unchained and go beyond boundaries. Release the animal energy within and track down what you need need to do to express your true self. It says you are being rewilded at this time, guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within help you track down what direction you want to go in, and don't let any traps or hunters get in the way of your freedom or your growth. The life you want is here, okay? So, with that, I am done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, okay? That you got something that you needed out of this, and I will see you later, my love. Bye.